Yes. See, I was talked about like as in the one point. I was talked about like as an introductory part about like as in the JDBC in the study session. So this is so. What is the purpose of the JDBC? So what is the
Connect
purpose of?
with the, uh, to connect with the database, sir.
Yes. So if the Java application needs to interact with another database software means then we need to go for another JDBC technology as part of the Java as part of the Java. Okay. That first technology given by the Java people is nothing but the JDBC technology in order to talk with another database from the Java application. So how can you talk? How can you establish the communication between the Java application and the database software by using the various JDBC drivers? So what is meant by the JDBC driver? So JDBC driver is nothing but a bridge between the Java application to the database software. It's like converting all the Java instructions to the database instructions, and vice versa. It is going to be the possible for that for the JDBC drivers. Okay,
Okay.
are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So means where we need to get this the JDBC drivers, where we need to get this the JDBC drivers. The point may be there is in your mind. Am I right? So means generally we can get this JDBC drivers from the three sources. From the three sources. So one is called either we can get that the JDBC we can get the JDBC driver either from the Sun Micro system. Okay, so either from the Sun Micro system, and we can get like as in the database software vendor. We can get the JDBC drivers. We can get the JDBC drivers from these the three sources only. So one is from the Sun Micro system, and second one is the database software vendor, and the third one is the third party vendor. These are the three sources in order to get the JDBC drivers. Are you clear? Okay. So what is meant by the JDBC? What is meant by the JDBC? What is meant by the JDBC API? So can you define like as an API in the Java? What is meant by the API?
It's an application program interface.
Yes. So it is so API stands for an application programming interface. So what does the API contains? In Java, as you know that in the C language and the C++, all the predefined libraries are comes in the form of and the header files, right? So while in the case of the Java, all the predefined libraries and all the predefined methods on the classes comes along with in the form of and the packages. So those packages are going to be the organized in the form of the jar files, right? So if you want to know more elaborately about of and the particular class means the Java people has provided the API documentation for that the JDK software itself. Okay, so it is not confined to the JDK software. You can get that the JDBC API if you are going to use the JDBC technology means you can get that the JDBC API. If you are going to use the servlet technology means then you will get another servlet API for that the servlet technology. Okay, see API is nothing but the document where we need to find the more information about often the classes and interfaces and annotations and enumerations. Okay, so like I will show you that what is in the I don't know that exactly, but I will show you that the API documentation related to the JDBC or else might be on the core Java. Okay, so if you go for on the Google and just for on the JDBC API means you will get as on the first link itself. So Java JDBC API, Java docs.oracle. See here, it is nothing but an API documentation. It is nothing but the API documentation. If you need to work with the JDBC technology means we have to know we have to know the two packages. We have to know the two packages. The package name is java.sql package and java.x.sql package. If you need to work with the collection framework in the core Java, you are going to use the java.util package or not. If you are going to work with the if you need to work with an abstract window toolkit if you need to design the GUI interfaces in the core Java means you are going to use AWT package and Swing packages or not. So like that, if you need to work with the JDBC technology, you have to know the two packages. So the first package is java.sql package and second one is java.x.sql package. So what does the package contains? What does the package contains generally? So package consisting of an classes and interfaces, annotations and enumerations. It's like as a nothing but the collection of classes and interfaces, annotations and enumerations is nothing but the package. So see, if you want to find the information about the more, if you want to find more information about of the particular package, regarding like as what are the classes available in that package, what are the interfaces available in that package, what are the annotations given by that package. So you can get the more information about that particular package by using the API documentation. So see here, as I said that in order to work within the JDBC technology, we have to know the two packages. One is called java.sql package and javax.sql package. So I want to know information about I want to know the more information about the java.sql package. Just click on the hyperlink which is provided by the API documentation. Just click on that java.sql package. You will get like as in the API documentation, API documentation about that particular package. So what are the interfaces? See, here we'll have as in the interfaces summary. So what are the interfaces in that? What are the interfaces present inside that package? And what are the classes summary? What are the predefined classes given by that in that package, java.sql package? What are the enumerations available in the package? What are the exceptions available in that package? And what are the annotations? See, what are the annotations? We'll also see that in the package also. So this is what like as an API documentation. API documentation means nothing but a summary of the particular package. Are you getting?
Yes.
Yes. So if you want to know more about often the particular interface means then just click on this the interface. So you will get the more information about that particular interface itself. Okay, and you will if you go for another in detail means then you can see here. You can find that the interface related fields, and as well as interface related like as in the abstract methods. Okay, see here. This is nothing but this is what like as in the abstract. This is nothing but the methods summary. Okay, is it clear? So like that, if you want to know the more information about often the particular class in Java means you can get that information about like the particular class using the API documentation. Okay, and we have the one tool as part of the JDK tools itself in order to get the more information about often the particular class, which is nothing but a Java P command, Java profile command. Okay, by using the Java profiler command, we can get the more information about like as in we can get the more information about often the class. What are the constructors available in that class? What are the instance methods available in that class? What are the factory methods available in that class? You can get that such kind of information using the Java profile command also. These are the two ways in order to know. We have to know in order to know about often the particular class information about in the Java class. That's it. Simply we can say it is an API is nothing but the collection of API is nothing but the collection of interfaces, collection of interfaces, comma classes, comma enumerations, exceptions, annotations is nothing but the API documentation. Okay. So if you want to know more information, the more information about the particular class, then we need to go for an API. Then we need to go for an
1 second, I'm in class.
We need to go for the API documentation, or else we need to go for an Java P command also, Java profiler. Okay, these are the two ways in order to know about like as in the particular, in order to know the information about often the particular class. This is nothing but the API documentation. So the point may be there is in your mind, who is going to be the provided this API documentation means, like who is the vendor is going to be the developing the particular software as part of the Java. So he is the responsible to provide the API documentation. Okay. So means the JDBC technology, who is the vendor for the JDBC technology? That is nothing but Sun Microsystem. Am I right or not? Sun Microsystem is the vendor for the JDBC technology.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes. So what are the different? So as part of the JDBC API. So JDBC API means is nothing but the collection of classes and interfaces given by the Sun microsystem. Am I right or not? See, you see. Basically, the JDBC API consisting of the two packages. Consists of the two packages. As you know that right now I was showing you that the two packages. What are those two packages? So one is called Java dot. So one is called Java dot SQL package. One is called Java dot SQL package, and second one is Java X dot SQL package. Okay.
Okay.
So see here. I will list out the sum of the predefined classes as part of the sum of the predefined interfaces and the classes as part of the Java dot SQL package. As part of the Java dot SQL package. See here. See list of classes and interfaces as part of an Java dot as part of an Java dot SQL package. Okay, so the first one is interfaces summary. So interfaces summary. So see here. So one is a connection interface. So one is the connection interface, and the second one is statement interface. Okay, the third one is prepared statement interface. Prepared statement interface, and the fourth one is callable statement interface. Okay, and the fifth one is a result set interface, and the sixth one is like a database. Sorry, like as an so means nothing but the driver interface also we have there. Okay, so these are the some of the predefined interfaces as part of the Java.SQL package. So let me highlight the classes summary here. So what are the predefined classes we are going to be the work with on the JDBC? So the first one is a driver manager class, and the second one is nothing but an type class, and the third one is nothing but an Java.SQL.date class. Okay, so date class and etc. Some of the predefined classes we are going to be the work with as part of the JDBC technology. Okay, some of the list of classes and interfaces, as part of an Java X.SQL package. Java X.SQL package. So the classes is let me highlight the classes. So row event, connection event, statement event, connection event, statement event. So these are the nothing but some of the classes as part of the Java X.SQL package. Let me highlight some of the interfaces in that. So means the data source interface, row set interface, connection pool interface. Data source interface, so row set interface, connection pool interface. So these are the some of the predefined classes and interfaces as part of the two packages, Java.SQL package and Java X.SQL package. Are you clear? Sushanta, Surya and Rajnish.
Yes.
Yes.
But can you explain those?
Yes, so in the going forward sessions, in our training sessions, we are going to be talking in detail about of these the interfaces, Surya.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, but the major here our intention is just I want to highlight what are the predefined classes and interfaces as part of the Java.SQL package, as part of the Java X.SQL package. That's it. Okay, so going forward in our training sessions, we'll explain what is the driver manager class, what is the purpose of the driver manager class, so what is the connection interface, so what is the statement interface, what is the prepared statement interface, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what like as an important some of the predefined classes and the interfaces related to an related to an the java.sql package and the javax.sql package. That's it. So let me talk about one of the most important predefined class as part of the JDBC API is nothing but the driver manager class. So driver manager class. So, in order to talk with the database from the Java application, we need the JDBC drivers, right? So, where we need to get the JDBC drivers from the three sources. One is from Sun Microsystems, second one is database software vendor, and the third one is the third party vendor, right? So, we can get the JDBC drivers from these the three sources only. We can't get like as in the fourth way to get that the JDBC driver. We don't have the fourth approach in order to get the JDBC driver. These are the three possible sources if we can get that the JDBC drivers. Why? Because see, if the Java application needs to talk with another database means ultimately you need to install the database software or not.
Yes.
Yes, ultimately we need to install the database software. So while you are installing the database software in your local machine, so you will get as an the JDBC driver along with the database software. Okay, so means at that time we are going to we are gathering the JDBC driver from the database software itself. Okay, so that is the one reason. So while you are installing the Java JDK software in your machine, you can also get that the JDBC driver along with the JDK software itself. So that is the first source of getting the JDBC driver from the Sun Microsystem. Okay, sometimes the Sun Microsystem will not provide the JDBC driver. At the same time, sometimes the database software vendor also will not provide the JDBC driver. So the third party vendor means some X person has been developed the JDBC driver and introduced to the market in order to talk with them the particular database. You can use this my JDBC driver like that. Okay, is it clear? So see here. So if the Java application needs to talk with the MySQL database means MySQL database vendor doesn't provide the JDBC driver along with the database software itself. Okay, so some X company like MySQL J Connector company has provided the JDBC driver has provided the JDBC driver in order to establish the communication between the Java application to the MySQL database software. Is it clear?
Okay.
So if your Java application needs to talk with an Oracle database means Oracle database software vendor will provide the JDBC driver. We can get that. Okay, so if your Java application needs to talk with another database means you need the JDBC driver or not. You can get that the JDBC driver from an Oracle database software itself.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the Java application needs to talk with a MySQL database means see MySQL database vendor doesn't provide the JDBC driver. Okay, so some X person means the X company has developed the JDBC driver and given and provided in the market like as in the MySQL connector J driver. So by using that driver, you are going to be talking with another. You are going to be the talk with another database from you are going to be the talk with the MySQL database from the Java application. Okay. So who is the responsible for organizing all the drivers in our local machine means that is nothing but a driver manager component. Okay, who is the responsible for organizing the various JDBC drivers in our machine means nothing but the driver manager component. Okay, see here. So driver manager service is a built-in service of JDK software. Is the built-in service of having the JDK software having the capability to manage the set of JDBC drivers to work with set of the JDBC drivers. So what is the primary role of another driver manager service? So driver manager service is nothing but it is the built-in service comes along with the JDK software and it is capable of managing the various JDBC drivers in our mission. Okay, it is going to be organizing the various JDBC drivers in our local mission. Okay, in order to work with this software, in order to work with the driver manager, in order to work with the driver manager component, in order to work with this, in order to work with the driver manager component, we need to use java.sql.driver manager class. Okay, in order to work with the driver manager component, you need to use the one predefined class given by given by an java.sql package. So that is nothing but a java.sql.driver manager class. Okay, this is this is nothing but the driver manager. So activating, see here. So in order to talk with another database from the Java application, we need the JDBC driver, right? So activating the JDBC driver in our Java application, is nothing but activating the JDBC driver in our Java application is nothing but registering the JDBC driver with the driver manager service. Registering the JDBC driver with the driver manager service. That's it. Driver manager service. For this need to place the JDBC driver object, JDBC driver class object with the driver manager service. That's it. Sushant, are you getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Yes. See, means activating the JDBC driver in our Java application. Activating the JDBC driver in our Java application is nothing but registering the JDBC driver with the driver manager service. See, like as you know that in JDBC technology, we have the four types of drivers in order to talk with another database. As you well know that. So the type 1 driver, we have the type 1 driver, type 2 driver, type 3 driver, type 4 driver, right? So means each driver will have their own implementation class, for the JDBC drivers. Okay, so means like that, say activating the JDBC driver in our Java application is nothing but registering the driver manager with JDBC driver with the driver manager service. Means we are just creating an object. For the JDBC driver class object. That's it. Okay. See, activating the JDBC driver in our Java application is nothing but creating an object for that driver manager class. So, like, how can you activate that? How can you activate the JDBC driver in our Java application? See here. So this is an example for registering the JDBC driver, with the driver manager service. So see here, I was creating an object. I was creating the object for JDBC driver class. Creating an object for the JDBC driver class object. So what is the JDBC driver class? For the type 1 driver, sun.jdbc.odbc. Okay, JDBC ODBC driver. This is the driver class name. Yes, this is the JDBC driver class name for the type 1 driver. Okay, for the type 1 driver, sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc ODBC driver. We are just creating an object for this the driver class. Obj is equal to new sun dot jdbc dot odbc dot jdbc odbc driver. That's it. Okay, this is nothing but creating an object for the driver manager class object. sun dot JDBC dot ODBC dot JDBC ODBC driver. See here, in this the particular statement, JDBC ODBC driver is nothing but an Java class name. Okay, and this class name is available in the package of Sun is in the main package, and JDBC is nothing but an inner package, sub package, and one more sub package under the JDBC package is ODBC package. Under that ODBC we have this class. Okay, is it clear? It's like as in the fully qualified name of that particular class. So fully qualified name means package name plus class name. That's it. So the next thing is registering the driver, registering the JDBC driver with the driver manager service. The driver manager service. So driver manager dot register a driver of OBJ. That's it. So we need to pass the driver class of JDBC driver class object to the register driver method. So by using the register driver method, so our driver is going to be the register within the driver manager service. Is it clear?
Yes, Ganesh.
Yes. So we have a Sun Microsystem. See here, Sun Microsystem gives the four methodologies. Given the four methodologies or four mechanisms for the vendor, for vendor companies to develop JDBC drivers for database softwares. So see, so means the Sun Microsystem has provided the four methodologies or four architectures or four mechanisms in order to talk within the database software. One is called the type 1 driver. Okay, the type 1 driver. Second one is type 2 driver. So the second one is the type 2 driver, and the third one is the type 3 driver. Okay, and the fourth one is type 4 driver. So each and every driver will have their own technical names. So the first driver technical name is JDBC ODBC bridge. Okay, every Java instruction is going to be the call with an open database calls. JDBC ODBC bridge. Okay, JDBC ODBC bridge, and the second one is native API driver. Okay, and the third one is net protocol driver. Okay, and the fourth one is the most real in the most of the real world we are going to use the fourth one driver and well-known driver for this in the market. So that is nothing but an thin driver. Sometimes we can call it as the pure Java driver. Okay, so these are the four types of drivers as given by the Sun Microsystem in order to talk with another database from the Java application. Okay, so these are the four types of the drivers, and these are the four technical names for each and every JDBC drivers. Okay, are you clear about the driver manager component and what are the four mechanisms given by the Sun Microsystem in order to talk with the database from the Java application? Is it clear, all of you?
So what is the purpose? I mean, when we use type 1 driver?
Yes, I will go like we will go for we'll go for the discussions like the step by step. Like first we need to go for the type 1 driver. What is the drawback of the type 1 driver? And we will go for the type 2 driver. What is the drawback of the type 2 driver? And we'll go for the step by step only, Surya.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but the thing is, you need to get, so while you are getting into the subject, you have to be on the very clear. So what are the things we are going to be what are the things we are going to be uncover? Okay, so we have to see that all these the types of mechanisms in order to talk with another database on the Java application like this. Okay, and the next one is standard steps for developing the Java JDBC application. Standard steps for developing the JDBC application. Before starting this discussion, I would like to launch like as the one more interface called the statement interface. So as you know that, can you tell me how many types of SQL commands, how many categories of the SQL commands are there in the database software? Can you tell me how many types of languages in the database software? DML, like I need to say that how many types of queries? DML queries, DDL queries, like the TCL queries, like that. Am I right or not? TCL commands. So, if in order to perform some operations on the database software vendors, the database software will have some that we can call it as an query languages support. Query language support. What are the query language is going to be the categorized into the four types. One is called, the first one is the DDL commands, data definition language commands. Second one is data manipulation language, and the third one is transaction control language, and the fourth one is data retrieval language. These are the four types of languages available as part of the SQL commands or not?
Yes.
Yes. Can you give me something? Can you give me an example, sir, for the DDL commands?
Select.
DDL commands, data definition language. It will create like as in the database structure in our database software. So like create command,
Create.
alter command, drop command, truncate. So all these are comes under like as another DDL commands. DML commands, insert, update, delete, or something. These are nothing but the DML commands. Transaction control language, rollback, commit, a save point, or comes under like as the TCL commands. DRL, data retrieval language, that is nothing but an select command. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Yes. So if you want to execute some query in the database software, we need to go for either one of these the languages out of one. Am I right or not? Either we need to go for an insert query, so either you need to go for an update query or a delete query or select query, or you need to go for an executing the transaction control language also. Okay. So means if you want to execute the SQL query from the Java application to the database software, we need the vehicle. Without taking the support of the vehicle, we can't execute the SQL command from the Java application to the database software. Okay, so what is that vehicle component? What is that vehicle in order to execute the SQL commands from the Java application to the database software? That is nothing but a statement interface. Okay, statement interface. Statement is nothing but another vehicle. Nothing but a vehicle. Nothing but the vehicle acts like a. So the statement is nothing but the vehicle between the Java application to the database software, So see here, the statement object is nothing but the vehicle between the Java application to the database software in order to execute some SQL commands from the SQL commands from the execute some SQL commands from execute the SQL commands from the Java application. Okay, is it clear? So without taking the support of the statement interface, we cannot execute some SQL command. We can't execute some SQL command from the Java application. Okay. See, the statement object, coming to the second point. So the statement object will carry the SQL query and execute the SQL query and get back the results query results to the Java application. Is it clear? So this is the purpose of the statement object. If you want to execute some insert query or the delete query or update query from the database, from the Java application to the database software, we need to create an object for the statement interface. By using this statement interface only, By using this statement object only, we can execute the SQL commands. Okay. So means what are the SQL commands? What is the main intention of the SQL command? So see, the statement object will carry the SQL query and execute the SQL query, and finally the get back the results to the get back the results from the database to the Java application. This is the primary responsibility of another statement object. Okay, so we'll see that the standard steps for developing the JDBC application. So the first one is register the driver with the register the JDBC driver with the driver manager service. Okay, register the JDBC driver with the driver manager service. As you know that how to register the JDBC driver with the driver manager service. Am I right or not? So the second step is ask the driver manager service to establish the connection between the Java application and the database software. By using registered JDBC driver. By using the registered JDBC driver. This is on the second step. So once we register the JDBC driver with the driver manager service, we are going to be asked to the driver manager component to establish the communication between the Java application to the database or software itself. Okay. So the third step is create the JDBC statement object. So why we need to create an object for the statement? So in order to execute the SQL query from the Java application to the database software itself, right? So the fourth one, in the fourth step, use the JDBC statement object. Use the JDBC statement object. So the first one is so using the JDBC statement object, you can send an SQL query or not. You can the SQL query to the database software. Okay, to send the SQL query to the database software to execute the SQL query in the database software. And the third one is to gather the SQL query results from the database software. This is what as the uses of the statement object. Okay, and coming to the fifth one, process the results collected from the database software. Okay, process the results collected from the database software. And coming to the sixth one, close all the JDBC objects. So these are nothing but 6 standard steps for developing the JDBC applications. Are you clear? Yes. First thing is we need to register the driver within the driver manager service. The second thing is we need to get the connection from the Java application to the database software using the driver manager service class. Okay, and the third one is we need to create. Once we get the connection between the Java application to the database, compulsory we need to execute. It is necessary to execute some SQL commands or not. So how can you execute the SQL commands from the Java application to the database software? By using the statement object. So by using the statement object, we can send the SQL query to the database software. We can execute the SQL query in the database software. We can get back the results from the database software itself. So whatever the results written by the database software, you can process the results and you can process the results collected from the database software. So finally close all the JDBC objects, sir. Surya and Sushanta and Rajnish. Are you clear?
Hello.
Are you there, Surya?
Yes. You mean here the 6th point?
Close all the JDBC objects means once the Java application gets a connection between the Java application to the database software, at the end you need to close that connection object.
Okay.
At the end you need to close the connection object, because the connection object is the heavyweight object That is the reason we need to. It is like as in the stream of flow. It is nothing but a stream of flow. The communication between the Java application to the database software.
So even I mean, if we don't close the connection,
Yeah.
so
If you don't know the connection means, then we have the one problem called memory leakage problem. Memory leakage problem.
and we are not using the database while I mean, just we fetched some results and got the results, but like
So
after the
who is the responsible for getting and fetching the results from the database? The programmer, right? So the programmer has to open the connection explicitly. Programmer has to write some code to fetch the results from the database, and finally, once the programmer work is going to be done, the programmer is responsible to close the connection.
okay. What if
Okay.
the connection is not closed? So what
So
are the
if the connection is not closed means, then we have the one problem called memory leakage problem. So at the end of this the JDBC training, I will tell you that like as an the memory leakage problem. Okay, we can call it as a resource. We can call it as a resource leakage problem also. Okay, so these are the 6 standard steps for developing the JDBC application. For developing the JDBC application, that's it. So the next thing is it's like as an JDBC environmental setup. Environmental setup for developing the JDBC. Okay, the first primary thing is we need to install the current version of Java. Okay, that is nothing but an JDK 1.8 version. Okay, and the second thing is at least we need to install the text editors in order to do the JDBC programming. So see here, nowadays the IDEs is going to be the very popular to do the programming. I will accept that. So the thing is, at the initial stage, we are going to be doing the programming through the text editor, either edit +3 or else might be the TextPad or might be a Notepad++. So we are going to use any one of the text editor out of these the 3 for developing the JDBC applications. In the later going forward in our sessions, we will launch the IDE. We will launch an IDE and will do the programming through an IDE itself. Okay, but initial stage we need to do the programming in the manual process only. Okay, yeah. So means these are the first thing. This is at least we need to install the at least we need to install install the one text editor in order to do the in order to do the JDBC programming. Okay, this is on the second step. So the next one is we need to install either the first either Oracle database, Oracle or MySQL database in our local machine. So compulsory we need to install either one of the database software, either Oracle database or MySQL database. You need to install in our local machine. So means first you can go ahead. So first we will work with an Oracle database and later we will work with the MySQL database. But at this time you have to install the Oracle database software in your machine. Okay. So these are the 3 primary things. These are the 3 primary steps in order to start the JDBC programming in our local environment. The first thing is we need to install the JDK. We need to install the Java software, and the second thing is we need to install any one of the text editor to do the programming. Later we will go for the Eclipse IDE for developing the applications. And third step is we need to install at least one of the database software. So either the Oracle or MySQL, whatever it may be. Okay, first we will work with the Oracle database and later we will work on to the MySQL database and the PostgreSQL database. Okay, in our entire JDBC training sessions, we will see the 3 databases like as in the Oracle database, MySQL database Postgres SQL database, how the connection needs to be established from an how the connection needs to be established from an the three databases.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the environmental setup needed for an developing the JDBC applications. So where we need to see how to download the Oracle software. So first you need to create like as an the user account in the oracle.com website. So how to download? So how to download the Oracle database software? How to download the Oracle database software? See here. So we need to install. We need to install like as in the Express Edition Oracle 11G. Oracle 11G Express Edition version. Okay, just just go for the Google and type like as in the Oracle 11G Express Edition. You will get like as in the first link. So see here, Oracle database Express 11G Express Edition 11G released to. Just accept the license and you need to download the respective software according to your operating system architecture. Okay, if your operating system architecture is a 64-bit means, then you need to download this software like Oracle 11G Express Edition. If your operating system is 32-bit means, then you need to download this version. Okay, if it is in the Linux version means, then you need to download this version. Okay, so if you click on this the hyperlink, then it will ask you like as in the username and the password in order to download the Oracle database software.
Okay.
Okay, first you need to create some account in the oracle.com website. So then you are eligible to download the you need to download the components of the Oracle. Okay, once the download is completed, then you will get like as in the folder called see. Just a minute, I will show you that. So something folder will get that. Just a minute, let me show you that. See here, you will get once the download file is going to be once the zip file is going to be downloaded. When you extract this folder, you will get like as in the disk one folder. Sushanta and Surya. Okay, so Rajnish. So you will get once the download is going to be completed, you will get like as in the zip folder in your downloads directory, and so once you extract that folder, you will get like as in the disk one folder. So when you click on this the disk one folder, when you click on the setup file on this the disk one folder, it will ask you like as in the Oracle installation process.
Okay.
Okay, then you need to install the Oracle software until the finish button will comes. Okay, so during the installation, please observe the installation directory where it is going to be located in your mission. And while you are during the installation process, it will ask you like as in the password for your the database. The username will be provided by the system as in the default. It will ask you like as in the password for the database. Please remember that password during the installation process. It will be useful to access the database in your local mission. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, once the installation got completed, so we have the two important things during the installation. First, we need to observe the installation directory where it is going to be available the Oracle software, and the second one is so we need to install and we need to remember the password of the database. While you are asking while it is asking the password, on the top of that, it will give as the default username for the database is system or sys. Okay. Yes. So once the installation process is completed, then you will get like as in the command prompt like this: run SQL command line. Okay. If you open this the command line means, then you can connect it to another database. So connect by using the connector statement. And my username is the system as in the user account, and the password is the manager. My database password is the manager, which I was given during the installation process of an Oracle database. Okay. Yes. See, Oracle database is going to be the connected. Are you clear? So this is the way of this is nothing but an environmental setup for the JDBC programming. So you need to install the Java software first thing, and you need to download the JDBC software. You need to download the database software, and you need to download. You need to install that one of the text editor, the most popular text editor like Edit Plus 3 or the text editor or Notepad Plus Plus. You need to install at least one of them. Okay, and the next thing is you need to how to access how to download the Oracle database software and how to do the installation process for the Oracle in your machine.
Okay.
Okay, this is what like as an the installation process of an Oracle. That's it. So if you create this, if you create like as in these few steps means, then no problem at all. Then no problem at all. We can start the working on that the programming on the JDBC. Okay. So are you clear about this the discussions, or do you have any doubts, Sushanta and Rajnish and Surya?
Not right now. Anything.
So I will stop the session here and will continue by the tomorrow morning session at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, we have
Sir,
class for tomorrow, Saturday.
Yes. So
Sir, can I have this document?
yeah, sure. I will share you, Rajnish.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will share this the document. No problem. So
Yes. The
just a minute.
Dropbox you have sent this.
Or share with everyone, Ganesh. So,
Yeah, sure.
by
Definitely.
mail or something.
No. Yeah. I will share this the document.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll stop the session here and we'll meet by the tomorrow morning session at the same time IST.